Last year, they said that, well, I couldn't do anything with that because that wasn't their property. Well, anything outside the property, or the power poles, is town property. It's not the Department of Highways property.
Yeah, and I think when we've talked, that area was environmental reserve, but your feeling is that that was like a man-improved area to begin with. And what do you think what do you think the rockway or the rocks that you're talking about on that along the pathway? What do you think the effect of that would be for that area?
Are we back on now? As far as you can tell? Is there anybody that can contact anybody that's been messaging them to see if it's on?
If they don't hear within 2 seconds.
And we're live now? Okay. I'll call the meeting back to order. In regards to the Downtown Design Review Committee appointments, I will take a motion, please.
As far as the names?
Yes, please.
I would move that council approve the volunteer applications for Kevin Muntrath and Michelle Gordon to be put onto the downtown design, to the DDRC.
Is there do we need a final date on that?
Yes, Your Worship, please. It's recommended that it's October 31st, 2017, please.
Thank you.
So the memberships would be from this point to October 31st, 2017.
Thank you very much. We have a motion to have Kevin Muntrath and Michelle, what was the last name? Gordon, to sit on the DDRC Design Review Committee. All in favor? Carried. Thank you very much. Was there any opposed? No? No, good. Next item on the agenda is the committee reports. And the committee reports are printed in there, so it's just a matter of motions for each one of the reports. Thank you.
Your Worship, I'd move the council accept the report for information for the Sustainability Committee.
No, the Traffic Advisory.
Oh, I'm sorry,
first.
the Traffic Advisory Committee, I'm the wrong one. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a motion to accept the Traffic Advisory Committee. All in favor? Carried. I'll take a motion for Sustainability Committee, please.
Your Worship, I move that we accept the information to the Sustainability Committee.
Thank you. We have a motion to accept the Sustainability Committee report. All in favor? Carried. And I need a motion for the Downtown Design Review Committee, please.
Move that council accept the report for information.
We have a motion to accept the Downtown Design Review Committee report. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Councillor Field, did you have something?
No, I thought it was voting, Your Worship.
Okay, thank you.
So you have to turn it off.
That's fine. Notice of motion, and Councillor Blokeland, you have a notice of motion, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. Upon receiving additional information from administration after last week's council meeting, I would like to move forward the following notice of motion regarding the Strathmore District Chamber of Commerce loan repayment schedule. And whereas the Strathmore District Chamber of Commerce was loaned $30,000 from the town of Strathmore in 2012, and there is a balance on the loan of $17,144 as of December 31st, 2016, not
Should be 16, yes.
2017. And whereas the repayment schedule was agreed upon for a term of 7 years at $4,285 a year, interest-free, and whereas it is the intention of the Strathmore District Chamber of Commerce to repay the loan in full, and whereas the town of Strathmore recognizes the importance of sustainable financial support to the chamber to allow for the delivering of business-oriented services and education. Now therefore be it resolved that council direct administration to prepare a report aligning options for the following. Number one, options for retirement of the Strathmore District Chamber of Commerce debt. And number two, options providing financial stability to the Strathmore District Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Your Worship.
Thank you very much. Do we need a motion for that? No, thank you. It was a notice of motion. And administration will get back to us and report back to council in regards to that. Councillor Sobel, did you have something?
Yes, I did, Your Worship. Thank you for that. Just before we go any further, I have two issues that I just would like to get cleared up if it's possible. And one is in regards to the numbers that don't seem to jive. Is that something that we should be discussing at the motion?
Your Worship, it should be discussed at the meeting where the motion comes forward. If you're clarifying the amounts, I can tell you that I clarified them today and they are correct.
Okay. Because they don't jive with, so something's happened because the numbers aren't correct. If they've paid 4 years, they should have 3 years left, and that number should not be 17,000.
I can likely answer that. There is funds that are paid into the loan from the business license fees, and that would likely affect the balance. Is that correct? Go ahead.
Your Worship, perhaps if you would like, administration can forward information to council via memo regarding this matter, and we can explain how it works.
Okay.
So if we wanted to amend or add a possible third possibility to the proposed motion, that would take place when the motion comes before us. And when is this scheduled to come to council at the next meeting?
Your Worship, we will bring it forward to the next meeting, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Council meeting or committee of the whole?
Council meeting, Your Worship.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next item is anything under urgent business. And there's no items, I do believe, under urgent business.
I'm sorry, Your Worship, this is, where are we right now? Is question period gone by?
No,
Okay, thank
question
you.
period's next. Nothing under urgent, Councillor Blokland?
Oh, sorry, I still.
Okay. Next item is question period. And the floor is open in regards to question period.
Thank you.
Councillor Graychuk?
Thank you, Your Worship. I believe Councillor Bloken had kind of brought this up a while back in one of the meetings. As council has a council procedural bylaw, and with the greatest respect to administration, and I'm not saying, they do a great job, but is there a administration procedural bylaw ever in place, or is there one set up, or can there be one? And there's reasons for that, and I have reasons for it. I'm not trying to create any problem, it's just that I have some issues that I would like to talk about, probably in camera.
Go ahead, Ms. Watsky.
Your Worship, so administration is also responsible for following council's procedural bylaw. There's a lot of functions within that bylaw that administration has to follow as well. But perhaps if there's specific areas that need to be discussed, it could be discussed. Perhaps a committee of the whole meeting.
So maybe the handout we have should be noted to start with, council and administration procedural bylaw.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
The chair. We'd be pleased to talk further about it, just to make, if there's any clarification, and we can certainly talk after. We can talk further at a council meeting and a committee of the whole meeting and find out the concerns and see if we can address them. Be happy to do that.
That's all I'm asking, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Deputy Mayor was next, I believe.
Well, thank you, Your Worship. I sent a quick email to administration and also to Strathmore Town Council. The Strathmore Egg Society, along with the town of Strathmore, have partnered on behalf of the Strathmore community for the Small Town Saturday Night event. Locally, this partnership is between, again, the town of Strathmore and Strathmore Egg Society. If we win the event, it's to be hosted indoors, and the town has tentatively booked the arena for April 29th, 2017. The Ag Society is the organization identified as the event benefactor, and if we're successful, we'll hold the event together with the town of Strathmore, and all the proceeds would go to the Ag Society. Voting day is now open, so it's very simple. You just log on to this website at the Big Valley Jamboree, and you sign up, you register, you vote, and every vote counts. And there's 15 days currently left to vote. It goes from the 1st to the 15th. Then the top 10 are selected. What happens after, if we're successful, we pass that, then we also get to go to the next round. The next round, finally, the date is, I believe it's April 19th, April 29th, and it's for a concert with Gord Banford. So the town of Strathmore, Tracy Simpson's put a lot of work into this, and we really wish to thank her for doing this and getting this event up and running. And we're very, very hopeful that the town will rally around us, and council will as well. Go to bigvalleyjamboree.com and vote for Strathmore. It's very simple. I did it in about 2 minutes a day, and you vote every single day. And again, if we get the most votes, then we'll have Gord Bamford here and raise money for the Ag Society.
Thank you very much, Deputy Walls. Councillor Peterson?
Thank you, Your Worship. I noted that in our mailboxes, there was a letter from the Strathmore Overnight Shelter, and I wanted to ask administration if there was action to be taken regarding this.
Your Worship, there is. It will be coming forward to the next council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Administration, do you have some items there or that's under administrative inquiries? Thank you.
Just a follow-up?
Yes. Go ahead, Councillor Peterson.
I should ask for clarification, under what circumstances will it be coming forward?
Your Worship, will be coming as an item from administration.
With recommendations?
Yes.
Just as a person who sits on that committee, and they're going to ask me questions about whether or not they should be present, so if I could be kept abreast of that so that I can inform them.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. No other items under question period? No? Next item is administrative inquiries, and administration, you do have a couple of inquiries.
Yes, Your Worship. First of all, there is a response to an inquiry from last week. I would like to know if council would like the response read into the minutes or not.
I think so, absolutely.
By all means, please. Yes.
A number of comments were recently posted on a new Facebook page entitled Strathmore Business Association regarding the online posting of council agendas, videos, minutes, and special council meeting notices. There was also a comment regarding an instance in December when the doors to the town hall were locked during a council meeting. Administration has investigated these comments and is bringing forward the following information for council. Under the Municipal Government Act, the public has a right to be present at council meetings and at council committee meetings. The only exception under the Act is when council is discussing matters under Division 2 of Part 1 of the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. This legislation either mandates or gives council the option to discuss a number of different confidential items, ranging from matters including confidential evaluations, personal privacy, advice from officials, etc. Council has been very careful and diligent in trying to ensure that they are working within the guidelines set out to them in this regard. Council and administration recognize the importance of transparency, and that is why efforts have been made to ensure that information is available to citizens through many different initiatives, including the Town of Strathmore website, the Town of Strathmore Facebook page, the Town of Strathmore Twitter page, and advertising in the Strathmore Times. The town's practice is to post minutes, videos, and agenda packages on the town's website. However, it is important to note that council is under no legislative requirement to post agendas, council videos, or even minutes on the town website or anywhere else. Council's only obligation under the MGA is to ensure that the public is notified of their meetings. Council and administration are continuously striving to improve processes that are used to make council's documents available to the public and to improve communication with the public in order to ensure transparency. After investigating the allegations, the following information has been found. And this is a response to the concerns brought forward. Number 1, the doors of the main office building were locked for a portion of the December 21st, 2017 regular council meeting. As soon as administration was informed about the matter, the doors were immediately unlocked. 2, an agenda for the December 14th, 2016 special council meeting was posted late on the website. However, public notice of the meeting was posted online, and this included the agenda for the meeting as required by the MGA. The meeting was called with more than 24 hours notice, so notice was given of the meeting. In regards to council receiving a copy of the bylaw ahead of the meeting, council received a copy of the bylaw prior to first reading at the December 6th regular council meeting. The purpose of the bylaw on the agenda for the December 14th special meeting was to review the bylaw that had received first reading at the December 6th meeting. The agenda minutes for the November 23rd, 2016 special council meeting were posted in January on the town website. A public notice for the meeting was posted prior to the meeting, and it included the agenda items to be discussed at the meeting. Minutes for the meeting were approved at the December 6, 2016 regular council meeting and were made available through the council agenda. No video of the meeting was taken. No video of the October 23rd, 2016 special council meeting was taken, as the item at the meeting was discussed under FOIP Section 19. The minutes of the meeting were posted after they were approved at the November 16th regular council meeting. No video of the October 19th, 2017 council meeting was posted as there were technical issues. This was always indicated on the website that there was technical issues. The minutes for this meeting were posted to the website after they were approved at the November 2nd, 2016 regular council meeting. No video was posted for the June 14th, 2016 special council meeting, as the item discussed at this meeting was confidential and withheld under Section 25 of the FOIP Act. The agenda for the meeting was posted after the meeting, and the minutes were posted after they were approved at the July 6, 2016 council meeting. No public notice was given for this meeting, as it was called with less than 24 hours notice. Council did, however, waive the notice requirement by signing a waiver form prior to the meeting. No agendas or videos were posted for the February 27th and 28th special council meeting, as council was holding interviews for the CAO position for the town. However, in order to be transparent, council did decide to post minutes of this meeting so that the public was aware that it had actually happened. The minutes were posted after they were approved at the March 16th, 2016 regular council meeting. In 2017, council actually held 7 special council meetings. I'm sorry, that's 2016. The public was given notice of 4 of the meetings in accordance with the Act, as these 4 meetings had more than 24 hours notice. The other 3 meetings were held with less than 24 hours notice, and council, in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, Section 194(4), signed a waiver form to waive the notice requirements of these meetings. All of the minutes for all of these meetings have been posted online. While special council meetings in the life of a municipality are uncommon, it is important to consider that special council meetings are almost always called to discuss matters that are time sensitive. Due to the short timelines, complete agenda packages are sometimes not ready ahead of the meeting and are therefore not available to the public or even council until the time of the meeting. The town is honest with any mistakes, and we always strive to improve public access. We are aware that there are some instances when a matter has been overlooked, but it has never been done with intention or secrecy in order to limit access to the public. In fact, administration appreciates when the public brings forward matters so that a review of processes can take place in order for us to improve and ensure transparency. Minutes and agendas are always available at the town office for the public to view once they are completed, and administration is happy to provide this information. Council is aware that transparency is of utmost importance and is striving to better their procedures as well. Council made a conscious decision to further improve its governance and transparency by adopting a new procedural bylaw at the January 11th, 2017 regular council meeting. The new bylaw improves procedures for council committees, and for administration. The new bylaw is far more rigorous in ensuring transparency than some of our previous policies have been. With that said, all of council's meetings have been called in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, Section 193, Section 194, and Section 196. In-camera items discussed at council meetings are done so in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, Section 197. All of the minutes of council's meetings have been recorded and adopted in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, Section 208. In conclusion, the town of Strathmore is already going above and beyond what is required by the Municipal Government Act, and we continue to improve our processes to ensure transparency.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions? Councillor Graychuk?
Yeah, thank you, Your Worship. There was, and I find that very informative, and thank you very much. It was well put together. What can be done, it really disturbs me when people put false information on a website that they built. I mean, there's people that wouldn't hear this tonight, but have read that website now, that are believing that we're wrong and we're doing dishonest things, and is there anything we can do? I suppose not, but I'm just throwing that out there for food for thought or something else.
Well, the comment I will make is administration, as best as I can tell, does their utmost best to make sure that procedures, policies, and the laws followed under the Municipal Government Act. And after reading the report that administration completed in regards to the allegations, I think the report is very clear and concise in regards to responding to those inquiries. Unfortunately, there will always be people who, for one reason or another, prefer to cause some conflict, and the best thing we can do is make sure that we are doing our job as best we can and make sure that we are following the Municipal Government Act and all policies and procedures that are in place.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm just wondering if, and I could be wrong, everybody can yell at me, could this be posted on a separate page on the website, on our website, just so people read it?
If council so chooses, absolutely.
I would be, so it really gives clarity to what we're doing. In response to, you could start with, I could be wrong.
This report is in our minutes, and
I didn't realize that, but I'd want this in big bold letters because I really got a lot of flack over this, and I didn't have all the answers. I thought everything was being done legal. I didn't know. It really upset me, that page.
Go ahead, sir.
Through the chair, do you wish to make this something like a public service announcement?
Yes.
Type of thing, and with the attached report? Something like that?
This will really be noticed.
We can do that if you wish.
Am I wrong, Council, in asking that?
I'm just seeking direction.
Yes, and so what we're looking for is a shake of the head or a nod of the heads. We got lots of nods, and I didn't see any shakes. So, we have one still thinking. Councillor Walls has some questions. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Your Worship.
Deputy Mayor Walls.
So,
I apologize.
To administration, first of all, thank you for the detailed report. Recognizing that we've made some, perhaps some, and I mean this with the utmost respect, we've made some mistakes. So what steps have we taken so the doors won't be locked? What steps have we taken? Obviously, seem to have this communication problem with our what do you call this thing, the camera. What things are we doing to to address those types of concerns and comments that are coming?
Go ahead.
Your Worship, so I can address a few of the issues that were brought forward. So the doors, we're certainly very aware of that now, and we have 2 people that are checking to make sure that the doors are open. In regards to posting things online, we've improved our procedures and awareness of what is put online. That said, we cannot always post certain things like special council meetings agendas online because they're just not ready. But that's something we're aware of. The other thing that we have actually also done is put a space where we do post agendas and minutes to keep special council meeting notices online so that they will always be there for reference back. And then we will also be posting the waiver forms that council signs at those meetings. So we have looked at some new processes.
Councillor Graychuk? No, okay, good. Nothing further? Thank you very much for that report. We much appreciate it, Your Worship. Deputy Mayor Walsh.
Thank you, Your Worship. My final question to our legislative services is, so this new procedural bylaw, will that address some of these potential loopholes or concerns, I guess, if I can use that term loosely?
Yes, Your Worship. It does specifically, one major improvement is council will now have open committee of the whole meetings every second meeting or every second Wednesday of the month, that the public and the press are able to attend. So there's a lot of different things. Also, the different timelines in the agendas for submission and notices of motions and all those things help to improve transparency and so the public can see where council's coming from.
Councillor Sobel?
Just for a motion, Your Worship, if there's nothing else in regards to the discussion. I'd like to move that this report be accepted for information purposes.
Thank you very much. We have a motion to accept this report for information purposes. All in favor? Carried. Thank you.
Your Worship, I move to go in camera to discuss.
Do we have some administrative inquiries that, before you do that?
I rescind that motion, Your Worship.
I never heard anything.
So, Your Worship, we have two administrative inquiries. The first is from Councillor Peterson in regards to mailboxes. The question is, can we, or could we explore the possibility of council and mayor having secure mailboxes? And the second is also from Councillor Peterson in regards to the Quebec City mosque shooting. The question is, could council write a letter to Quebec Mayor Regis Labaume, I hope I'm saying that right, expressing our sympathies for the tragedy that has devastated the city and the Muslim population across Canada? Could we also publish the letter in our community papers?
Thank you very much. My question will be in regards to that letter that we want to send out. Do you need any sort of a motion on that? I know council is, I'm sure council is going to be totally supportive.
Yes, Your Worship, please.
Okay, good, thank you. Councillor Graychuk?
Just as a point of interest, Your Worship, in the past, I had sent some letters out as mayor to the incidents that happened in the United States, and on one or two occasions, I got emails back thanking us for the letter. So it does have effect, and people do read them. So it's quite important. Yeah.
Thank you. Councillor Peterson?
Your Worship, if you're prepared to take a motion?
I'm prepared to take a motion.
I would move that Strathmore Town Council send a letter to the Mayor of Quebec City expressing our deepest sympathies for the events that have occurred, and that said letter be published in our community newspapers so that our community can share with us in those wishes.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor. All in favor? Carried. Thank you very much, Councillor Peterson.
Now, Your Worship, would you like to go in camera?
Nothing.
Mailboxes.
Do you need a motion on the mailboxes? No, I didn't think so. No, we don't need a motion on that. That's something that that they will investigate and come back and give us some information on it.
Please don't make something with the key. I want another key to move.
Your Worship, if you're ready for a motion, I'm prepared to make one.
Okay,
Your
Councillor
Worship.
Deputy Mayor Walls.
Your Worship, I'd move to go in camera to discuss matters under FOIP Section 24.
Good. We have a motion to go in camera to discuss matters under freedom of information and protection of privacy under Section 24. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Did you want to do